Hello, friends. With permission from Scholastic Books, I'm going to read you the story Giraffes Can't Dance, written by Giles and Drid, and illustrated by Guy Parker Reese. Here's the title page Giraffes Can't Dance, written by Giles and Drid, and illustrated by Guy Parker Reese. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. What kind of animal is Gerald? Where do you think Gerald lives? It looks like the African safari. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees. What was Gerald good at? But when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Oh no, what's the problem? Gerald fell down. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. How does Gerald feel about the dance? The warthogs started waltzing, and the rhinos rocked and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. I see a lion holding a flower. What do you see? The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. Why do you think the lions are roaring? Hey, look at clumsy Gerald, the animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. Uh-oh. Are the animals being friendly? How do you think Gerald feels when his friends say things like that to him? I would feel very sad. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before. So sad and so alone. How is Gerald feeling? Where's Gerald going? Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. What does Gerald see in the sky? Excuse me, coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on. But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Who was watching Gerald? The cricket. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. What is the cricket telling Gerald to do? To listen and use his imagination. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying and his tail was swishing around. What is making Gerald start to swish and sway? How do you think Gerald's feeling now? He threw his arms out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leaped up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I am dancing, yes, I'm dancing. I am dancing, Gerald cried. Why do you think Gerald is feeling so wonderful now? What can he do? Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched them quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream! Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen!" How are the animals feeling now about Gerald's dancing? Are they being friendly? How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find music that we love." The end. Boys and girls, thank you for listening. Bye-bye.